Good job.
Well, here we are in Depot Town in Ypsilanti, looking westbound on Cross Street. In the distance you can see the water tower of the city of Ypsilanti and some of the towers of Eastern Michigan University. And here we are in Depot Town. Shops on the left and the right. Right here, this is the sidetrack and Frenchies. And there's the train station. This building here used to be a barracks during the Civil War for soldiers who were awaiting transportation by train to go fight in the Union Army. And here we have the Hudson Auto Museum, National Hudson Motor Car Company Museum. And this is acknowledged as the last Hudson dealership in the world. Or in the United States, if not the world. And right now we're going to go down to Riverside Park, which is this way on the street and to the left, just on the bridge crossing the river. And we're going to go to the Orphan Car Show. This car is a 1951 Crossley, or Crosley. It's the station wagon model. And it only comes up to my chest as far as height goes. This would fit 1.5 people width-wise comfortably. I have no idea what kind of cargo you could expect this thing to carry. It looks like it's been around. And this one's actually for sale. Oh, Crossley Super Station Wagon. Owned by a man in Belleville. So here we are in Riverside Park.
The first ones did all right, but the second ones didn't.
There are definitely going to be a lot of interesting cars here today. 1955 Studebaker President. Aquamarine one. And the sky cannot make up its mind whether it's going to shine or rain.
And he's right, and he's a large supporter of the museum. Tell us about Ted's car. The touring Sportster, the Speedster, was supposed to be said to be a 4-passenger van. It had the famous Hudson Super 6 engine that developed 76 horsepower, which was a lot of power for a car in that price class in that era. 125.5-inch wheelbase, cost $2,619.20.
1950 Studebaker Champion.
Pounds. Jeff has some comment, I think, about the color of this car. This is a really
1960 Studebaker Lark 8. 1957 Studebaker Scotsman. This is a 1940 Packard 120. 4-door convertible. If it is factory made as convertible, then that makes this the oldest convertible car that I know of.
The door handle orientation is the way they left the factory. vertically
Possibly.
positioning in the unlatched position.
Is that the way the door handles came, sir?
No. You modified them. You're going to change them back. All right. Go ahead. Well, you fooled an expert. Need a window car. Attaboy. This is a 34 Carib Coupe, RS Coupe, and this is Larry Silver from Brighton. Now, I purposely gave Larry a hard time because
designed too long. They misspent their money working on a small car called the Jet, and that was their demise. They had to merge with Nash in the spring of 1954.
The words twin H power on the rear deck lid tell us that the vehicle was equipped with twin two-barrel carburetors. That was part of the performance package that was not only available to stock car racers but to the caboose to this long train that we've been watching all afternoon.
okay, pull her out, Danny. Give Dan a round of applause. Before you folks leave, let's give a round of applause to our automotive historians. They have done a marvelous job year after year after year after year.
This is a 1910 Stanley 61 toy tonneau. The Stanleys were called the Stanley Steamers because they were literally steam powered. And you can see here part of the mechanisms for that.
Well, he said he and Donna went, was it last year or 2 years? They stayed a half an hour and they didn't like the whole evening. They didn't like an atmosphere or whatever.
Yeah, they're trying to get a different world.
Well, undoubtedly some of the fittings on this are new, but still functional overall. Now, for a mechanical engineer, this would really be a car to take apart and say, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. Seats 4 people.
What's that?
The canopy top.
Thank you. Thank you. Did I see you
Right side
driver's
driver's
license?
seat.
Yeah.
That's definitely unusual to see in America. Maybe in 1910 it hadn't even been standardized yet.
Mainly because it wasn't running, or this wasn't right, or that wasn't.
So we have the horn, twist valve of some kind,
Driving over here, got to the end of the driveway. Out on the main
what
road,
looks like
and it
the
dies.
parking brake,
Would not start.
3 pedals,
Finally, we opened up the hood.
2 valves
realized
there,
that a couple of the spark plug wires.
1, 2, 3 meters, 3 gauges. I'll try to get a close up of that.
Yeah, I'm glad we did too. There's been a lot of interest in it this year. Seems like more than usual. I get all these people to tell me, oh, they saw it here last year.
It even looks like this large brass thing here is a light that shines on the gauges at night so that you can see what the things are. It also has headlights, by the way,
The only thing left was the fireworks.
and I think that they're electric, but I'm not certain. There's the horn.
I saw a blue one.
Oh! There are 2 sets of lights on this.
Don't remember that either. What good are these guys?
One set is kerosene and one set appears to be electric. And this one says the Rushmore Lens Mirror Searchlight, manufactured by Rushmore Dynamo Works, Plainfield, New Jersey, USA. And then there are kerosene lamps here on the side, which shine both to the side and to the front.
Nice to see you. So the S was running and everything. It's just that you couldn't get it out of the ground. Actually, it was not running.
There's the manufacturer's plate. Stanley Motor Carriage Company. And there's a list of patents. Earliest patent, 1899. Let me get a rear view. There's looks like a toolbox if you ever needed to change the tire. And here's a kerosene lamp for the back. On the sides, the light appears blue, and on the rear, the light appears red through colored lenses. Kerosene. Let's see what this says here. Patented E&J, Detroit, Michigan. Patented December 9th, 1908. There's the differential. Wow. It would be a sight to see this thing in action. $1910. 104-year-old car. Also on the rear of the kerosene headlamps, there's a little red jewel. It doesn't appear to be a window into the chamber. Oh no, I take that back, it is. Okay, so there's a window into the chamber from that red jewel. And then that gives a notification either to the driver that the light is lit or has gone out, or to drivers behind. So let's take a look at the gauges. We have a speedometer in miles per hour, and we have the leftmost gauge is legible, but I can't really tell what it measures. Motor Carriage Company, Newton, Massachusetts. Something valve, Ashton valve, but it doesn't tell me what it measures. And then the middle gauge is pretty blocked out by condensation, so I can't really tell what that says either.
There's some big sticks under there.
Put gas in it or starter fluid. Turn it down so that it drains down.
Incredible.
It starts to
Come on, guys.
draw it up through the carburetor.
Here are the gears that engage or disengage for some reason. Wonder what exactly those do.
Thank you.
Oh, well, it's not on both wheels, so it's apparently not propulsion. It may be electrical generation for the headlights.
River Manufacturing Company.
I didn't bother reading.
It's all right.
And the lights work out?
Yeah, those are carbide water.
And then there's this black cylinder here on the back. And I wonder what that is. It's so weird to see pressure valves on everything that's on the outside. You don't see that on gasoline cars. Oh, here's the exhaust pipe, it looks like. Which pushes the exhaust to the ground at the rear.
What do you think I'm going to do?
Also, I want to tell you very clearly, you've been willing to talk about this and talk to people like me and answer the not some questions. That's really humongous difference.
My friend that's with me today, he went up to eat with his wife. And he can sit here and talk, answer all the questions anybody wants to ask. I do it for about an hour, and I'm ready to have a beer.
Well, I certainly appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Made into a 3/4 ton pickup.
Yes, it does. Yeah, the rear two seats come out. That's why I took this side curtain off over here, so you can see the seats a little better. Yeah.
Got planetary transmission.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're okay.
Should have been watching closer.
Yes. This is the only one we know. That's right. That's exactly what it is. Those are primer cups. Little raw gas in there, and drop it down on top of the cylinders. Help start it.
That's fire. I don't know anything
How
about
long
it.
before you get enough steam to drive it? Huh?
I can drive it right now.
Can you?
I thought the car was a
Pretty fast then, isn't it?
Well, technically it is.
I'm not really on
It's steam driven, not a car.
Okay.
Steam driven. And the fire, of course, is what
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
there's water in there somewhere, and then hot as water.
It's a steam-powered automobile from 1910.
Yeah, I can tell because it's a right-hand wheel.
It's a right-hand drive also.
I think that before, I don't remember, 1912 or something like that.
There's something passing by. I can't identify it. A Jeepster, a red Jeepster. Ohio, 1950.
Thank you very much.
Umbrellas are a neat invention.
You're the brightest tool in the shed. He didn't point it out. It's the sharpest tool in the shed.
I'm sorry, I was more paying attention to my broke my umbrella. Thank you again.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen a Stanley steamer in person.
I never knew it existed, so now I'm going to make my...
You thought they cleaned rugs, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna make my brother so jealous now.
Her brother is the car maniac. Of course, he didn't want to come.
Really? The car maniac didn't want to come.
Well, he had other plans apparently.
Other plans better than watching a steam engine.
Probably
Well,
out dicking around with his girlfriend.
The only other unique thing that I know of that's going on today is that you can walk or run or bicycle or whatever on a stretch of 4 miles of I-96 as it's being reopened.
Wow.
And that takes place from 2 to 4 p.m. today.
Wow. In the rain.
Presumably that's still happening.
The wind's coming in. It's coming in at an angle. It seems to happen too.
Okay, let's watch them pull out.
Yeah.
DeSoto Suburban. Custom Suburban.
It's moving.
Of course it is. It's a car. It's what it does.
Shush.
What makes it a car, not a paper plate.
It'd be a very good thing, right? Like it's too It's the greatest noise ever. I know.
God, I'm getting squeaky. See this them spewing out the dreams.
Beautiful dreams.
Tasty. Tasty.
It could be that tasty. It tastes like propane and fire.
It's steam, Tammy.
Yes, I know this.
And this is a 1911. I forgot what the model was.
Ann Arbor Touring.
Ann Arbor Touring. Keep getting rainwater on the lens. 1911 Ann Arbor Touring convertible. Crank start. 2 sets of headlights. The rear set is kerosene. The front set is acetylene. The Ann Arbor logo on the front was added afterward. Manufactured by Huron River Manufacturing Company, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Three benches. The rear two can be taken out for carrying cargo. Luggage rack. Canopy. What looks like a toolbox back here, a tool drawer. Chain driven. Horn.
So what one is this? Pardon me? What model is this? This is a touring convertible.
Hey, there's the induction fan.
Manufacturing company? Yes. Wow, I didn't even know they had one.
There's the impeller cooling fan. It's run on gear teeth. And what is this column here?
Huh? That's the carbide and water generator that makes acetylene.
Oh wow! Well, it manufactures the acetylene as you're driving.
You need it, right? No, it's not. Later cars had the actual acetylene tank on them, but this one you made your own as you went along.
And this says Corcoran, Detroit, Michigan. And this is gasoline?
Yes.
Originally gasoline?
Yes.
Wow. Parking brake. And so the 3 pedals then are clutch, brake, and accelerating?
Brake, low gear, and reverse.
Brake, low gear, reverse.
Right.
Oh my gosh, there's no dashboard at all.
Nope.
What's the box there?
That was a battery box originally.
A battery box?
Yeah, to help start the car. But we changed it, and it was all corroded and everything, so when we put the starter on, we just put the box back on and made it an on-off switch.
Wow. Well, this definitely looks like it takes a lot less effort to start than the steamer.
Well, quicker for sure. Although I heard he mentioned that it was ready to go before he was ready to drive it.
Well, that's right,
I guess
he did.
that it build up steam as quickly, or quite not fast, but a lot quicker than most people think.
So what's under the hood?
A Davis engine.
That I've not heard of.
They were big tractor and locomotive manufacturers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Whatever happened to them, I don't know.
Huh.
They just went out of business.
Do you know if the manufacturer's plate is still on the car?
No, that's
Or
an
if
original year plate, but that's not the manufacturer's plate.
Oh.
I don't think they needed a manufacturer's plate back then.
And it looks like there's a tool drawer underneath the rear
There
bench.
is. It's got a fire extinguisher in there and some tools here and there that I've, taken out of other things just because they fit certain parts on the car.
And I've noticed that there are these L-shaped brackets on the back. Is that for holding the
top
canopy
folds
after
back
it's...
down,
Okay.
and they go in those brackets, right?
And leaf springs for the front and rear suspension. Oh, now the sun's back.
Yeah, I can't make up its mind today. First we weren't supposed to have rain, only very early this morning. Then they changed it to last night. Then they changed it to all night. Then they changed it to off and on all day. Well, the last prediction, I guess, was the right one. On and off all day. You were driving it home.
Looks like that one won first place on something. If I'm seeing that ribbon there.
Yeah, it's an old ribbon though, it's very faded.
What's its how much
25 horsepower.
25 horsepower. That's a hot rod to me.
4-cylinder.
I like scooters myself.
This goes about 25 miles an hour.
Nice.
I have to assume you...
May I try the horn?
Sure.
With all the parts,
I'll have you try the horn. Not too hard
it
though.
would be impossible to find parts for
Well,
this car.
fortunately I have
That's
a
not too
friend
hard.
that's a retired
There's the first shot.
machinist,
First time
and
on
he
it.
can make anything
Try
I
it
need.
with both hands now.
Oh, okay.
Go for it with both hands. And pretty hard squeeze.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's higher then. Isn't that awesome? That is so cool.
Boy, it don't take much to entertain.
I call him Mr. Gigglesworth.
Oink oink. His first moniker with that was Oink Oink Gigglesworth. I like them both. I'm gonna be a bike racer someday, and my nickname's gonna be Big Pig. For Miguel Indurain, he went by the nickname Big Mig, a Spanish road cyclist.
Now this car is a Knight. Here's a, say, Willys Knight, registered U.S. Patent Office, National Motorists Association, Ohio State Auto Club, Lorraine, and Service Alces. Don't know what that means in Latin. It also gives the initials BPOE and the clock with a 12-hour face that is set at 11 o'clock. And here we have the hood ornament. It's a knight in armor with his visor up and his lance out, as seen from the waist up. And this is a 2-bench automobile with a hard top. $1929, there we are. Willys Overland Knight Registry, established 19 formed 1960. Knight sleeve valve, and 1903 to 1942 Willys Overland. So if Overland is the model, then this is a 1929 Willys Overland by Knight.
Hey, you ever seen a car here called a Stutz? There was the Stutz in there.
This car is an Austin Healey 3000 Mark III from 1967. Mark III BJ8 convertible. What I notice about this is that the canvas top goes over the seats and the wheel. So this is relatively a young car compared to many others that you will see at this show. Looks like it's a 2-bench with 2 doors. And I'm assuming a front-mounted engine. Well, based on the grille, yeah, front-mounted engine. This is a 1968 Ultra van. Ultravan motorhome. There's some of the specs on it. I'll get a photograph of that. Couple of false bullet holes on the back. Ultravan, Hutchinson, Kansas. Hello. Now this is interesting. You have a completely wraparound windshield. This has got to be the first motorhome I think I've possibly ever heard of. Let's get a look at the stats. This car is a 1962 MGA Roadster. It says 1600 Mark II. This kind of feels like the car you'd see in an old James Bond movie. Looks European. Maybe not. 2-seater, 1 bench, really tiny. Not as tiny as a Crossley, but small enough. Haha. It's actually interesting. Look at how much of the car is taken up just by the front of the engine, with the engine. And this car is a Morris. This is European. The initials on the front are NRMA. Probably something like National Restorers of Morris Association, maybe. License plate. Passerby just told me that this is European. That may or may not be accurate. It says here on the side, minor 1000. He also said it was a 1-liter. Ooh, let me get a picture of the van going by. Yeah. headlights on. No wonder that spaceships in the 1950s looked like this. I mean, cars were kind of looking like that, although that's 1968. But here come some trailer riders. Here's the Miner 1000 again.